Dudes and Foxy Dudettes, today is my birthday, and I'm going to be giving you a gift. I'm going to tell you the best investment you can make. Hey guys, welcome back to The Well-Rounded Dude. My name is Chris. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we cover a whole bunch of topics, trying to elevate you to that well-rounded status. Today is no different. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of advice, something that I've kind of worked through, kind of lived through, because today's my birthday and I'm feeling generous and a little bit retrospective, so let's hop into it. We're not going to bury the lead on this one. The best investment that you can make in 2022 is in yourself. Now, why do I say this? A, because it's true, but I've seen a lot of people lately try new things, whether they're stepping out into the world of YouTube, something I know a little bit about, or new projects. And the one thing that is my pet peeve that I see in that I see them doing wrong is they're not investing in themselves, they're cutting corners. Now, what do I mean by cutting corners? I'll use myself as a perfect example. When I decided to start this channel, I started by using my cell phone as a camera. Most YouTubers do. There's nothing wrong with that. Quite frankly, I didn't know if this thing was going to pan out, and I didn't want to invest a whole bunch of money into something that honestly could have gone by the wayside a couple months later, And I think that's a valid reason, You don't want to just drop hundreds of dollars on for instance, a brand new camera, and then come to find out a couple months, either you lose interest in the project or, something just doesn't work out, and then you've spent all that money. So I did start off with my cell phone as a camera. As a matter of fact, I talked about a bunch of the YouTube gear I have. You can see that video here. But anyway, the problem is that after a while, and it's not even really a problem, it's just, once I saw that the channel was starting to pick up and things were starting to go good, I upgraded. I invested in a GoPro, and then later on I invested in a real camera, the Canon M50. That's what I use to film these videos. And, that was due to the support from you guys, which, thank you. You're awesome. By the way, take this time, if you haven't already, to like, subscribe, comment, share. That'll be a great birthday gift for me, trust me. But I see that a lot of people make the mistake of getting complacent. Complacency is another one of my pet peeves, and it's something that I always try to avoid. I never want to be complacent. I celebrate, maybe not enough, but I celebrate the wins, and then I move on to the next thing to try to keep popping, as I like to say. But I see that a lot of people like to cut corners when they're starting stuff off. And there could be a bunch of reasons for it. Either they don't have the money, which is a valid reason. I'm not talking about if you don't have the money. You do the best that you can afford, always, whether it be in your fashion. You don't want to go broke, go into debt for fashion or, YouTube camera gear. But there's a difference between not having the money and not wanting to spend the money. And I find that a lot of people are in the camp of not wanting to spend the money, and that's a dangerous place to be, because it's an investment into yourself. If you want to be the next YouTuber, you want to be the next big podcaster, you want to do whatever project that you may be working on, you may be an artist, okay? There's expensive things that you're going to need that cost money because the quality is there, and you're going to need to invest in those supplies. You can't be the next Picasso with Crayola colored pencils, right? If you're going to do art, you're going to need better paints. I'm not an artist. I don't know what the top line of like markers and stuff is. I just know that there is a set of markers that's like $200. So I saw the ad today, it kind of blew my mind. But anyway, I digress. You know, and the same thing goes with, like I said, if you're going to be a YouTuber, if you're going to be a podcaster, you're going to have to invest in some equipment that is going to help you in the long run. Like I said, in my instance, I invested money in the Canon M50 and some other microphones and some other lighting equipment and such to make better quality content videos for you. Now, again, if you don't have the money, there's a difference. If you don't have the money, obviously do the best that you can, you know. Again, using your cell phone to record yourself is a valid option, you know. But if you find yourself not spending the money just because it's expensive, that's a problem. And you're not investing in yourself. And I've seen it time and time again where people, you know, they try to cheap out on equipment for podcasting or YouTubing or whatever project they may have. And they'll be purchasing like cheaper cameras. Like we've all seen those cameras on Amazon. They're like $100 that don't have focus or autofocus at all. Focus, like the camera doesn't have focus. But anyway, and they wonder why, you know, they're not gaining traction or whatnot. And it's because if you're not investing in yourself, don't look at it as spending money on a camera or a microphone. I know podcasters too that just use the cheapest microphone that they can get and they record it on their phone or something. That's good to start off with. But once you see that you're gaining some footing, invest in yourself because it will pay you back. I can attest to that fully, you know. Once I started putting a little bit more money into the channel and investing in myself, I've seen that investment come back to me. And that's what I want to get across to you guys today while I retrospect on my birthday, is that invest in yourself because you're worth it. Like I said, don't look at it as like, oh, I'm spending, you know, hundreds of dollars on this camera. You are, but that's not exactly what you're doing. You're getting it because you need it to make your production better. You're making your YouTube channel, maybe your movie, your photography, maybe you're a photographer. You're making your pictures better. You're helping yourself represent yourself, if that makes sense. You're representing yourself. You're using the tools to represent yourself better. And that's all that you can really ask for. You gotta try to look past the price tag, even though it's expensive. And I hear you. Believe me, for this channel, there's a list of things that I would love to invest in and get, and I just don't have the money right now. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to when I get it or make a plan to get it later on. You know, good video equipment, audio equipment, lighting, all that stuff's expensive. But the return of investment, the ROI, you can't put a price on that. And that's what I want to instill in you guys. Don't look so much at the price tag and think of it, oh, I'm buying a microphone, or I'm buying a camera, or I'm buying a light. You know, I mean, you are doing those things, like I said, but you're investing in yourself. You're putting your money where your mouth is to produce better content in whatever it is you're doing, be it a YouTube channel, a podcast, taking pictures with photography, artists, whatever it is, cooking. You know, you can go to the dollar store and buy cheap utensils, but you know, when your food is sticking to the pan because it's a cheap pan, you know, it's not going to come across good. But if you invest in a decent pan, a non-stick pan, or I highly recommend you guys go with cast iron. This is just me explaining to you, but again, I digress. Went off topic, but anyway, you know, if you invest in a good quality pan that your food won't stick to and it won't burn, you're gonna see the reaction of people that try your food. You get what I'm saying? Like it's an investment in yourself, in your product, in your quality, and what you stand for. And it's not just electronics, guys. It's your clothing. It's your suits. I've talked to a ton of guys who get a little sticker shock at the price of a suit. You know, they have a big meeting that they really want to impress somebody, or a date, or they're going for a loan, and they'll ask me like about suiting, and I tell them the best investment that you can make, the best suit that you can get is a made-to-measure suit. You know, I personally love Indochino. Again, I'm digressing, but and they see the sticker shock, and they get sticker shock, and they're like, oh, I don't know, you know, and then they go and they go to a thrift store and they don't get something that fits them. They may look okay, but it just sends a bad impression. These are the things that you need to invest in because you're representing yourself. Don't look at it as I'm spending so much money on a suit or clothing. I'm spending money in advertising me. I'm putting me out there. You're sending out a statement, okay? You're sending out an image of you that you're projecting that image to the world of what you want people to see. So if you're cheaping out on that, you know, that message is going to come across that way. That's not the image you want to send. You know, like I always tell you guys, I want you guys to treat yourself like a house that's on the market. And what do you do when you do that? You mow the lawn. You clean your gutters. Fresh coat of paint in the house. You put on an apple pie to make the house smell good. You know, you maybe turn the heat up depending on where you live and the temperature. And I know this is just an example and I digress, but you know, you want to make it feel warm, inviting, like a home. That's what you want to do for yourself. You want to make yourself look like, you know, that you know what's going on, instead of like you just put on your big brother suit and it doesn't fit properly. So just remember, guys, when you're buying that suit, when you're spending that money on your electronic equipment or whatever equipment for whatever project that you're doing, you're investing in yourself. That haircut, it's an investment in yourself. Your skincare routine, an investment in yourself. The clothes you get, an investment in yourself. You're showing the world who you want yourself to be. And you can't put a price tag on it. Now, again, you don't have to go broke, but invest in yourself. Look at it as an investment, and you will start to see that return of investment tenfold. I promise you that. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a little retrospective of, you know, on my birthday. It's an honor to have you here with me. Again, if you really want to get me a birthday gift, just like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the social media things. Help me fight the YouTube algorithm. Ring the bell. Check out thewellroundeddude.com. Dude 15 will get you 15% off your total purchase. And don't forget, we have a podcast out now, and I've got some ideas that are brewing for that. And there's actually a little bit of a story on the delay that's coming. So I know I've said that for a little bit, but it's starting to come together, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So be sure to check that out. It's available on most of the major platforms, and you can actually ask your smart device to play the Well-Rounded Dude podcast. And with that, I am off to enjoy some birthday festivities, and I will see you guys next week. Take care. Peace. Thank you for everything. See ya.